Hey there, gamers. Welcome back to Cryptic Gaming. I hope you've been having a wonderful week. So I wanted to bring you out this Mafia, the old country, and give you my ideas on it and what I think. So, an honest review. Storyline, very solid game. Graphics-wise, absolutely loved it. Was nowhere near as fuzzy or choppy as some of those early beta tests that we'd seen come out. They did a really good job. Unreal Engine really pulled this off. So, storyline solid, graphics fantastic, gameplay was pretty fun and engaging. I really enjoyed a lot of it. The boss battles with the knives was something new. Took a little bit to adjust to that, but it got pretty cool. Really enjoyed it. Some of the races and stuff was awesome. The game led me to believe that there was going to be a lot of in-game activity, but kind of let me down on that. So want to explain what I mean by that real quick. So chapter replay. You can come in and you can replay any chapter. The prologue is where you start off in the mines, and then you have the Familia, which is where your first chapter begins. We've posted chapter 1 and chapter 2 on YouTube for your enjoyment. I did not put the other 14 chapters up, or the other 12 chapters I should say up, because I wanted you to have a chance to do that without it being spoiled for you. Once you complete the storyline, and I'm not going to spoil that for you, we're going to jump into Explorer mode. So this is the mode that everybody likes to play after they've played through the story, because you are free to roam around. Now my suggestion to you is, if you have purchased this game already, when you look at how much currency you have, go to Explorer mode before you start your next mission. Yes, you have to come out to the title. I don't think you can bring it up. Yeah, so there's no way to bring that up in the journal. So you're going to have to go to the title screen and do that. But you have your little area here. This is where you can come in. This is where your little villa is, and you can pick your knives, and your knives or whatever your fancy is. They will have like special little things where you can heal after a throwing knife takedown, or you can heal after a combat takedown. Maybe you automatically loot when you're using this stuff. You know, it's different variety of things for these different style blades. So, and that's what you're going to be using for your stealth fighting. You can use it for all types of fighting, and then it's going to be used for all of your boss battles. So pick what best fits your needs. So the Lapara, in my opinion, the best sidearm in the game. Doesn't have the largest range, but typically by the time you're pulling a sidearm, these guys are right on top of you anyway, and this double barrel shotgun does a great job of dropping them in their tracks. Now, the Barker Model 8, fantastic for taking out targets way off. Now, I will tell you something, I was like surprised here with the range, even though it only shows 2 bars here. This Barker Model 11, this is a semi-automatic shotgun. This has really good range on it too. So between those two is what I end up going with. Now, what I don't do is I don't mix my double barrel sawed off with the Model 11, because I don't like having the same type of ammo for my primary and secondary. I want to be able to have an additional firearm when I do that. So a lot of times I would end up using this Modelo C96 and say a Model 11, or the way I currently have it set up, which is Lupara with the Barker Model 8. Totally up to you how you want to do that, guys. It is completely up to you. Now, when you open up various different types of outfits and things like that, maybe this is something you want to try and make your guy look like a certain type of gangster or whatever, you know, and that's all fine. You could look like a bandit walking around. It's totally up to you, and you will be able to pick up or even buy new ones that you haven't come across yet. Totally up to you. Now, with that having been said, the bad, okay, so this is the part of the game where I became disappointed. After playing through everything, it was really awesome. We've seen where there was talks of horse race betting, you know, we were seeing the racing bets going on, and a lot of really awesome stuff. You know, there was where you could go and you could pick up, ride around and pick up the you know, the protection money and stuff like that. Well, none of that is in Explorer mode. Explorer mode is strictly Explorer mode. There is absolutely nothing for you to do. You can pick up your horse here, and you don't have to buy a horse in the game at all, because you get like, I don't know, 6 that are free to use. And then same with cars. You end up with like 4 cars. Depending on what kind of car you want to race, you're like, well, I really want a race car. You know, that's really pretty awesome. So, like I say, anything that you open up the game, just what you start with, This here comes in to the game pretty early. Same with this. And then, of course, this one here, you start off with this in the Bolt Model 1. And you open these two here by, I believe it's season mission 6 or 7. You start to get these race cars. Then, of course, you can come in and buy your own rides. There are some fast travel areas where you can get a random ride assigned to you where you don't have to come in and buy something like this. You have a chance you could potentially draw that out for free by going to one of these areas here. Okay, now there's a difference between the villa. There's a difference between these locations that have garages and stables available. Then you have like fast travel locations, so you can fast travel to this location here, and you can still, at most of these, not all, but most, you can have a nice little post up where you can come up and have it give you a random vehicle or a random horse. So you'll see a steering wheel. This is going to give you random steering wheel, random horse. Up to you how you want that to happen. Now, when it comes to the charms, explaining this to you, so you'll have medallions, and you can buy these medallions whatever you want to use. This one here has to do with health. This one here has to do with the Lupar, which is that shotgun, little handheld shotgun that we have, double barrel, and it does a faster reload speed with that thing. So, and increases the firing rate of it as well. So, then you have the different charms that you can pick. Maybe you want some for stealth, and you can change these out before your missions or in the middle of a mission. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. They have a lot of different effects in here. Now, to upgrade this thing, you're going to want to go to this Pascal store. And again, while you're playing between missions, load up in the Pascal store, coming into the Explorer mode, so you can get full benefit of this, because they don't give you a lot of chance to come over here and do anything during the actual game. You don't have a lot of free roam mode in the game, so it's pretty mission specific. But when you come up here, you come into this little store here, and the gold will be 1,500, which opens up 2 more bead slots for you. Then, of course, you can buy more medallions. This here is going to enhance your blade durability, which is so you don't have to keep sharpening it to break open your lock boxes and things like that. But I will tell you, you get plenty of the whetstone in the game, so I would just keep it towards something like a fast reload or something like that, or even health. Then, of course, you have these various beads that are going to give you some really great things. Greater number of grenades, greater number of bandages, more shotgun capacity. Let's see here. It says offers some protection against harm during duels. So when you're in the middle of a duel, it gives you a little bit of protection. A little bit more health is essentially what it's doing. So a lot of different things you can do with that. Then, of course, you can access all of the buying stuff in here just as you would. So like here, you're going to be able to buy these various different medallions and stuff over here. You're going to be able to come over here and buy, you know, your weapons and stuff as well. You go come over here and you can buy your cars and upgrade your cars and stuff. You can come over here and buy your handguns. This here would be your blades. So it's just a larger store laid out, but it's essentially the same thing. So that's kind of what you're looking at here. But you will notice that most of the shops look the same. In fact, typically when you go into a door, everything kind of looks the same after you've been playing for a while. So a lot of reskins, it looks like I say, not talking negative, just being honest. Now, is the game worth the $50 price tag? I think they even have some that are $60 or $70 out there. I would tell you, if you're going to buy it, get the $50 if that's what you're going to do. If you can wait, I'd wait for the price to come down. Now, I understand that, you know, game developers, they make their money to build the game and stuff like that. Now, I don't know how much they spent to build this game. I have no idea, but I can tell you as a gamer, unless they give me something in in-game, I mean, 13 hours to play through, I think I did it in 10, but it says about 13 hours or more depending on the mode that you have. You can complete it in 10 hours pretty quick and easy if you're playing through real fast. So for a 10-hour game, you spend $50, and then there's no end game. So that, to me, puts the price tag as far as worth close to around maybe $20. Just being honest with you guys. Y'all asked, I'm answering it. Now, that's not to say that the game is not graphically appealing, that the storyline is not engaging. I'm just telling you that unless they have something to do after you complete the actual story mode, I mean, you're gonna probably not be playing it too much unless you enjoy playing the exact same missions over and over to earn some currency to essentially just finish off the charm, because you cannot fire your gun in town. We're going to take you over here to a town real quick. So, that was the closest town at. Right here is a pretty good area. So, there is no way to get the police on you. There's no way to engage in any kind of combat at all, any kind of muggings to make money in this mode. You can do nothing like that. There's no way to earn currency in this mode. So we can fire our firearms out here, obviously. We can do a lot of different things. What you cannot do, though, when you get into town, you see we were outside of town so we could shoot, but the moment we get into town, if we have our gun out, it'll let you walk through town holding your rifle or any of your guns, but what it won't do is let you aim. So like right now, we're going to try to shoot this guy. We're not going to be able to hit him. You see how I put that little circle up? We're unable to shoot him. It's not going to let us do it. Can't switch out of your rifle either. And once you get in town, you can't even aim it. You're just walking around. So, again, not complaining, just bringing you the facts of the gun, guys. The game, the end game is flat. So, hopefully they will add something. I know in some of the past Mafia games, they had what they call telephone missions, where you could go and pick up missions. Now, I do know that they have telephones here. We're going to see if we can carjack this guy real quick. It's not going to let me get the car from him, but maybe. Man, we can't even damage his car. So, yeah, there again, like I say, up to you if you want to spend the 50 bucks. I just want to be honest with everybody. That's one of the things I try to pride myself in gaming attribute, is bringing you the good, the bad, and the not so wonderful sometimes when it comes to news, guys. And like I say, while it is a fun game and while it is very engaging storyline, I just don't see where there's $50 worth of replay in the game once you complete it. 14 missions. You can come back in and grind it. No matter what you do, it's going to be the same missions. It's going to be the same grind. It's going to be the same storyline. And you have nothing to really show for it toward the end. So, y'all have a wonderful day. Up to you how much you want to spend on it. I do recommend playing it. I don't imagine it's going to stay at the current price tag for very long. We see a lot of games come in, and then within a week to a month, they come down in price. And I imagine this will be one as well. Like I say, solid storyline, great graphics. No end game. That's going to hurt it in the long run. Have a wonderful evening.